बहुत जरूरी है एसी। इस्कॉन भागवत महाविद्यालय। हाँ क्या? हाँ, 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 हाँ। हरि ओम तत्सत्। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। सप्तकांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिन्निति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा। I hope you are all fine. बांसुरी से क्लास करने की इच्छा है मेरा। Yeah, बांसुरी also should go on and class. It's okay. So today we'll be discussing about the reconciling of all the different characteristics explained. So in the case of Uttama Bhakta, we cannot do even one Anuchada today. Very long. Very long Anuchada actually. क्या हो गया ये? अच्छा, आज बैठ नहीं सकते। टफ। What's going on? We're discussing about. चैतन्य जीवन क्या चल रहा है? तुम अधिकारी अच्छा 11.2 पॉइंट एग्जैक्ट तुम करते हुए सेम आ गया. This is 2.44 45 45 is telling about what? Sarvabhuteshu. Okay, Sarvabhuteshu. This is about the Uttama Adhikari definition. Yes. Next 11.2.46. What is that? Ishwari Tadadineshu. This is Madhyama. .2.47 is telling about Kanishta. What is that? Archayam. .2.48. What is that? Gruhitva. Gruhitva. 11.2.49. Dehendriya. Okay. Dehendriya prana mano dhyam. Okay. 11.2.50. 50 is telling about what? Nakama karma bhijanam. Next 51. Nayasya janma karma. 52. Nayasya sohpara. 53. Tribhuvana. Tribhuvana vibhava. Hetave. 54. Bhagavata Uruvikrama. Bhagavata Uruvikrama. So next 55 Srijati. Visrujati. Visrujati Hridayamna. I have seen actually many IAS coaching centers also. They are very big teachers and big students. There also teachers are using blackboard and pen, and all the teachers, they are explaining very detailedly each through board and pen. So in our system also we should use board and not that the Vyasasan, ab Vyas ban gaya ab. You should be a teacher to explain the students using the good aids, especially board and pen. So, why projector? Don't project anything. Use everything with hand. No, everything will come in this. But first of all, you should prepare nicely. Then it will come. Otherwise, you need to project. No, you to reel लगाओ आप. You need to keep cotton in your ears. Okay, now the discussion starts. Uttama, Madhyama, Kanishta, we have seen all these are all the different definitions of the Uttama, Vaishnavagraha. Okay, Vaishnavagraha, that means the best devotee. So now here, so many points are discussed. So let us see this. So yesterday we have seen that the meaning of Visrujati Hridayam Nayasya Sakshat Hari Vashabhihito Pyagauga Agauga Nashaha. That means if anyone chant holy name even without, that means intention, even if anyone chant without any intention, then what will happen? So all the sins, that means all the piles of the sins will be completely destroyed. So this we have seen. Okay, but if anyone then remember the Krishna constantly and Krishna is staying in their heart, then what to speak with the love if they someone chant the holy name? That means definitely all the sins will be finished. So that much we have seen in yesterday's class. So in the discussions. So then after that, Uktam cha etan nirvidyamanana michitam akato bhuyam. So it is also said that, so who is chanting the holy name? Etan nirvidyamananam mumukshu. So although who got the moksha, they all, and also the whoever is karmis, everyone whoever in the ignorance, everyone is chanting. So that is, it's not that the one who reached to the prema, so he will not chant the holy name. It's not like that. Anyway, that is done. Now tatah ubhayadheva tesham agasamskaro nastatum ishtah iti dhvanitam. That means in this sloka, that means Visrujati na Hridayam na. What is the meaning of this sloka? What this kind of devotee is doing? This devotee is binding the lotus feet of the Lord in the heart with the rope of love. So that means in his case, and also etan nirvidyamananam. By this also you should understand that he is calling he is chanting, otherwise he is chanting the holy names, because holy name is taken by everyone who is desiring to get the liberation, who got the liberation, who got the perfection, and who are karmis, everyone will chant. So that's why he is chanting also, and also he is in his heart. So Krishna is presenting. So Krishna presents in his heart also. Then what will happen? Actually, what is said, if someone take the holy name, so even unintentionally, so that holy name is going to destroy all the piles of the sins. But this devotee is chanting holy name with love, and also in his heart Krishna is present. Then is there any chance of contamination in the heart? No. That's the thing. Tesham agasamskara nastat. That means any kind of impressions of the sin will not at all present in the heart of this devotee, in the heart of that devotee. So that is the point. So you have to understand here. Okay, next. Ubhayadeva tesham agasamskaro nastatumishta iti dhvanitam anena vachakalingamapi nirdhishya yadbhrute ityasyottaram uktam. So what is the question asked by the Nimi? Nimi's question is 44. That means what he was asking to explain about the sadhus. That means Atha Bhagavatam Bruta Yad Dharma Yadrisi Nurnam Yatha Charati Yatha Brute Yair Lingaihi Bhagavat Priya. That means different symptoms and how he so speak and how he acts. That means Manasika, so Kaika Vachika, so Manasa Lingas, all. So he is asking. Okay. So who is asking? Who is asking? Nimi. भाई फोकस करना है भाई, ऐसा नहीं है कि ये लड्डू है, थोड़ा सा फोकस करेंगे तभी आएगा ये अनुच्छेद. If you don't focus, you will not get this अनुच्छेद. Okay. It's a big अनुच्छेद and also it is bit clumsy type. Because of heat, automatically it affects the minds. Everyone is in a drowsy and crazy. Faces I can see. No pleasing face and lazy. Online are fresh. They are all, because someone have morning, early morning, then what is they are in AC, someone. You stay in the Govardhan, then you'll know. So let us see here. Then try slowly, we'll finish this. Tatha ubayateva tesham. Okay, this is an anena vachakalingam api nirdishya yadbhute ityasyottaram uktam प्रकरणेस्मिन् गृहीत्वापि इत्यादीनाम् उत्तम भागवत लक्षण पद्यानाम् अमीशां पृथक् पृथक् च वाक्यत्वं ज्ञेयम्. That means this sloka is telling about two lingas. What are those? Manasa, Vachika. How Vachika? How it is telling about the Vachika? Huh? Tell me. What Vachika linga is there in that? He is chanting the holy. That means what Nimi is asking. So Yadbhute, that means, so this Bhagavatottamaha, so what he speak is a chanting. And Manasalinga is what? What is Manasalinga? Yeah, he is always, that means Lord is in his heart. Lord is in his heart. Lord is in his heart all the time. This is the symptom. This is the nature. This is a mental setup, you can see. It fully, that means, so in the full absorption of the Krishna. And also, what is the Vachakalinga? Chanting. How can you bring out the chanting here? Because Saksha Hari Avashabi Hito Pyagauganasha. From this you derive. It means who is not intentionally doing the chanting in their cause, also he is destroying all the sins. Means he is chanting with love. That you should take. What is the proof? Etan nirvidyamanana. This is the proof. That is a mental setup. It will pranayasana will decide the nature, the heart nature. Manasika linga. Samudra. Is clear? Huh? So actually, the Visrujati Hridayam, this sloka uh, is telling about two things. One is Manasalinga, and also this sloka is telling about the Vachakalinga. So that I am saying here. So how can you say it's telling about Vachakalinga, this sloka is telling? So in this sloka we are seeing that, so devotees, that means whoever binding the lotus feet of the Lord in their heart, they always chant the holy name. So that means they always chant holy name. It is a Vachakalinga. That means Vachakalinga means what they speak. Yat brute, what they speak. What they speak, they chant the holy name with love. So this is the Vachakalinga. So that means Vachakalinga of Uttama Bhakta. So Uttama Bhakta, what he speaks, so he chants holy name with love. So this is the identification for the Uttama Bhakta. So what they speak, they chant the holy name with the love. And what is the Manasalinga? So of course these are all describing the various Manasalingas, but so this is also telling about the Manasalinga. So what is the Manasalinga? So Lord is always in his heart. So this is the Manasalinga. That means in his heart is always present. So this is the Manasalinga. And whose heart Lord is always present? So that is the Uttama Bhakta we have seen based upon this. And also we taken this too. So this sloka is telling about the two things: presence of the Krishna in the heart, and also always chanting holy names. So because of these two things, you cannot expect even any slighter impressions of sin. This is one more thing. So these many things we have discussed about this sloka. Visrujati Hridayam na. So then once again we are reconciling all this. So which is prioritized, that means which is first and which is next, that we will be seeing. Okay, once again we will discuss all of these. So we begin with this and we ended with this. The different definitions. This is Uttama, Madhyama, Kanishta, Uttama, 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 Uttama. That you have to see now. What is that hierarchy? We will be seeing. Okay, that is needed, na? So okay, let us see now. This is clear. We discussed enoughly about this sloka. Okay, so now we'll be seeing the further things. So, Prakarane Asmin, this is the Prakarana. From 45 to 55 is the Prakarana. So, in this Prakarane Asmin Prakarane, Gruhitvapi Ityadinam Uttama Bhagavata Lakshana Padyanam Amisham Aprutak Pratakcha Vakyatvam Gneyam. So, from here, Gruhitva means from here. Anyway, these three are the major definitions of Uttama, Madhyama and Kanishta. So that you leave it. From there on, next 48 onwards, you are seeing the different definitions of the Uttama Bhakta. Okay. So now from here, you can consider sentences as individual also, or you can consider these are all one also. What it mean? In one, all those will be possible, and in one, two will be possible. In any one is also possible. Like, let's see. That means in any Uttama Bhakta is having only this quality, or someone in this quality, or someone this two, or someone this three, or someone these two. Prutak, aprutak, vakyatvam sambhavati, gneyam. Aprutak, prutakcha, vakyatvam gneyam. Tatha bhuta bhagavat vashikaravati bhagavatottame tattat lakshananam api antarbhavat kochit dvitradi lakshana matra darshanacha. So because why we have to consider one also, sometimes two also, sometimes three also? Because Because Lord can be controlled by having one quality also, Lord can be controlled by two also. So some time devotees can have 3, 4 also. That's why Tadbhuta Bhagavad Vashikaravati. So Bhagavatottame. So that means these all these control the Lord in different degrees. All of them control the Lord in different degrees. So it is possible to have someone so full all qualities or one quality, two quality, 3, 4, 2, 3, like that. So that we have seen also in the क्वचित द्वित्री लक्षण मात्र दर्शनाचा. That means 2, 3 भी संभव हो सकता है. 2, 3 also qualities you can see. तथा अपृथक वाक्यतायाम एकैक वाक्यगतेन एकैकेन लक्षणेन अयमेव सर्वभूतेषु इत्याद्युक्तः इत्यादयुक्तः महाभावत लक्ष्यते. So if you take everything as one, then this is referring to this as a total of all these qualities combinedly referring to whom? Referring to Uttama. So this first Uttama, whatever is that, this general definition of Uttama, and this Uttama means he should be having all. And but some Vaishnavas can have 2 or 1 or 3 or 4 or 5, anything. Okay. So that's when you can see in the Uttama there are the various categories. Various categories. They are developing the various levels. Like that, or otherwise, so Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Padasevanam, Archanam, Vandanam. So one might be doing the, so 1 or 2 or 3 or sometimes 2, 3 or 4, sometimes all. So like that. Okay, next. Tata aprutak vakyatayam. Aprutak means if you don't divide all these, that means take as a one. So ekaika vakya gatena. That means if you make it as a one sentence containing, that means the one who is having all these characteristics. So lakshanena ayameva sarvabhutesh ityadayastu. So whatever the person is said, so that person is that Mahabhagavat. So this Mahabhagavat is referred. क्या हो गया? थोड़ा चल रहा है. अच्छा, कैप बंद करना है क्या? अच्छा, इसे लिखना है, ऐसा नहीं लिखना है ना. ठीक है. तत्तद धर्म हेतुत्वेन तो विसृजत इत्यादिना सर्वलक्षण सारोपन्यासः. So what is the essence of all these qualities? One may have all, but essence of all these qualities is this. This is the essence of all the qualities. That means what? Binding the lotus feet of the Lord with the rope of love. That is the essence. This is the essence of all qualities. Sarabhuta quality. This one. Okay. Sadhguru Baba. What happened to remaining students? I don't know. Next. याचा तत्रापि स्मृत्या हरिरित्यादिना हेतुत्वेन स्मृतिरुक्ता तस्याह एव विवरणम् इदम् अंतिम वाक्यम इति ज्ञेयम्. So ya smriti, where is that? 49. So Dehendri mano? No. Not Dehendri. 1 to 49, yes. Smritya Harer. So this means, you see, this 49 is telling what? You try to remember the answer. So meaning of this. That means by the remembrance of the Hari, so one is not bewildered by the various samsara dharmas. Right? Like what? Samsara, like birth, death, thirst, hunger, so on. So by all these, so bodily, so urges or whatever the bodily features, so those are not going to, by those he is not going to bewildered. Because of what? By what he is not able to be bewildered by those? Because of smritya, because of the remembrance of Hari. Okay, Hari smritya. So by the remembrance of the Hari. Okay, so that means the remembrance of the Hari is here the tool. Okay, so that is we are understanding here. So what is the point here? Harerityadina, that means yacha tatrapi smritya harirityadina hetutvena smritirukta tasyaha eva vivaranam. So explanation of this is explained in the antima vakyam idam, that means this. So that means how one is able to, so that means cultivate his Krishna consciousness through the remembrance. Okay, through the remembrance he stopped the, that means urges, that means he separated himself from the urges of the body, mind, and also life air, and so on. So all the whatever the various urges are coming, all those he completely discarded from, that means his consciousness is discarded from all of those. That means he's not affected by all of those because of remembrance of Hari. And that remembrance of Hari, so the charamastiti, the remembrance, the mature state of the remembrance is what? So binding the Lord's lotus feet in the heart is the highest, is a final mature state of remembrance. तत्र एकेनैव वाक्येन कृतेपे भागवतोत्तम लक्षणे स्पष्टीकरणार्थमेव अन्यद् वाक्यमिति समर्थनीयम्. So of course this one sentence is enough to tell about the Bhagavatottama, but just to give the more elaborate explanation, so these many are given here. So these many are given here just for the elaborate expression. Wait, it will come. Okay, Bhagavatottama ityanuvadopi sangachyate. Okay, next. Atayeva pratak Bhagavatot. Okay. तत्र एकेनैव वाक्येन कृतेपि भागवत स्पष्टीकरणार्थमेव अन्यद् वाक्यम् अतएव पृथक् भागवतोत्तम इत्यादि अनुवादोपि संगच्छते. So therefore that's why, of course, these are all there to elaborate this. So that's why anyone is also known as Bhagavatottama only, but who is having the more, then he is the different highest level in the Bhagavatottama. But these are all Bhagavatottamas, but in various, but all together is this is Mahabhagavat. This is Mahabhagavat actually. Then these are all Bhagavatottamas. So atha pratak Bhagavatottama ityanuvadopi sangachyate pratak vakyatayam tu tatra sakshat bhagavat sambandha na sruyate tatra Bhagavata Padavalambena Prakarana Balena Vagneyaha. So, but if you see in these slokas, Gruhitva Pranendriya Mano Na Karma Karya Na Yasya Janma Karma, there you are not seeing the directly any connection with the so Bhagavatottama. What it mean? So, for example, na yasya janma karmabhyam na varnashrama jatibhi sajjate asmin aham bhavo dehe vaisaha harehe priya. So that means the one who is not identifying himself with his birth or his caste or his creed, anything, then he is known as so Bhagavatottama is said here. So that means someone is not identifying himself, is not having any ahankara and not identifying as so and so. That means I am not this. That means this. Whatever the caste and creed, he is not identifying with these. So where is this? Is there any devotion in this? Not identifying him as a just any caste and creed with any caste and creed. So then how can you take it as a Bhagavatottama? So because it is falling in the prakarana of Bhagavatottama. That is the point you should. Of course, in that sloka directly it is not. So any devotion is not visible directly, but it is the quality of the Bhagavatottama because it is falling into in this prakarana actually. Tatra Bhagavad Pada Baleneva Asose. That means that's why Prutak Vakyatayam to Tatra Sakshat Bhagavad Sambandho Nasruyate. That means one who is not at all having the pride of his caste and creed. So is there any connection with the Lord here? Nothing. But still, so why we have to consider him is Bhagavatottama? Because he is falling under the topic, Prakarana actually. Tatra Bhagavad Pada Baleneva, Prakarana Baleneva Va Gneyaha. So next, Purvottara Padas. Because why he is going so scrutinizingly? Because it's very needed. Otherwise, Mayavadis, that means the 11th canto is the football actually. They will play with like a football with this 11th canto. That means they try to establish all the Mayavadi philosophy with this. And they bring Bhagavatottama means just who is having this quality, who is not at all having pride is a Bhagavatottama. So it doesn't need no need of any connection with the Lord. So many things you can see, that means deviations. So to stop that, so Jiva Goswami is elaborately explaining. You might be thinking why he is doing what is this. So many times we'll think, what is the need of this much? One day definitely you need all this information before going back to the Godhead. Maybe not today you not feel, but one day you'll feel that. Maybe in the next life also. No need to worry. If you don't know Bhagavatottama, then how will you become? How will you go? Bhagavatottama means Uttamadhikari knows everything. Shastra. No mic. Okay. Next. After the class. Question answers time is later. Okay, next. Might be thinking why you are putting compulsory of Bhagavatam to go back to Godhead. You might be thinking, na? Yes. Rich Pradhana Bhaktas can do that. Okay. Next. Purvottara Padhyastha Smrutya Ityadi Padam Va Yojaniyam. So Purvottara Padhyastha Smrutyadi Padam Va Yojaniyam. So also in every sloka, you should take the Hare Smritya. Hare Smritya, he is not able to show his pride. That means I am this caste and this creed. How? What is the instrument there? Hare Smritya. This you should take in every sloka. You may not see that directly the connection with the Lord. It may apparently looks that it is just like it's a mundane quality. That means someone is not showing his pride of his caste and creed. So his Bhagavatottama means how it is possible then. So Hare Smritya, through the remembrance of the Lord, one is not showing his pride. Like that you should take. Tapomai. So in this sloka, what is said? One should, anyone who is not showing his pride of his caste is Bhagavatottama is said. Where is any devotion here? Is there any devotion in this? He is not showing pride. Not showing pride is a devotion. It's not a devotion. So it is simply a Gnani also. Gnani also can do this. But how we can consider him as a Bhagavatottama? So then we have to take that in this beginning. That means in the 49. In the 49 it is Hare Smritya. So this is taken and that is carried forward. All this. And that's final explanation is given here. 55. Yeah. Smriti's final explanation. Okay. That means through remembrance of the Lord, he is not showing any pride of his caste and creed. Like that you should understand. Yojaniyam. So Purvottara Padhyastha Smritya Ityadi Padam Va Yojaniyam. You should apply this. Tatha Atra Pakshecha Apekshikam Eva Anyatra. So Bhagavatottamatvam. Also in another side, Atra Pakshe Cha Apekshikam Eva Anyatra Bhagavatot. That means it's a relative. This Bhagavatottama is what? Relative. Relative means one is better than another. How? Bhagavatottama is relative. That means something is less and something is better Bhagavatottama. So best Bhagavatottama or good Bhagavatottama, like that you can take. How it is. Then when which one is having the first, that means less and next high, at like that you should see the degree of Bhagavatottamatvam. The degree of Bhagavatottamatvam. How to see. So that's why Tatra Uttarottara Shrestya Kramo Ayam. So that means Uttarottara. That means whoever is coming next is best Bhagavat. So first, second, third, fourth. So who is best? Fourth is best than the previous one. Uttarottara. That means next coming one is more Bhagavatam. That means do you need to follow the same order? No, I will tell order. After seeing that order, whoever is coming next, he is better than the previous one. Like that you should take. So technically Jiva Goswami wrote on these slokas. So he's telling Attarottara Shrestya Kramoyam Archayameva iti. So Archayameva iti. So Nayasya Janma Karmabhyam iti. Nayasya Swaparah iti. So Gruhitopendriyahi iti. Dehendriya Prani iti. Asya Samskarosti. Kintu Tena Vimoha na Syad iti. Murcha Samskaroyam Jata Navina Premankurah Syat. So see, numbering you. Beginning is this. He is starting from here. He is also Bhagavatottam. Kanishta is also, but less degree Bhagavatottam. The beginning of Bhagavatottamat. You can say 10th class. The beginning of 10th class is a LKG. You can say this, na? Or the least degree of Bhagavatottam is the Kanishta. So that's why it is 1. Okay. Next one is what? Nayasya Janma Karma Chayam. Where is that? Okay. This is 2. That means compared to him, he is better. Okay. So next, nayasya janma karma. Next, nayasya swapara. This next. Okay. This is 3. So next, gruhitve pendriyehi. This. Okay, this is 4. Next, dehendriya 49. This is 5. Next, dehendriya pranamana asya samskarosti kintu tena vimoho na syat. That means you see dehendriya pranamano, you have to analyze here once again. So analyze this. This dehendriya pranamano, what is the meaning? Dehendriya prana. Okay. Dehendriya pranamano dhyam yo janmapi, that means janma aprayaksud bhaya tarsha kruchraihi samsara dharmaihi vimuhyamanaha smritya harer bhagavat pradanaha. That means what he is doing? By remembrance of the Hari, what he is doing? He is not bewildered by the thirst, hunger, so and so of the body, mind and life and so and so. Okay, that means what is happening? He is, so asya samskarosti kintu tena vimoho nasyad. He has the feeling of thirst, hunger and so and so, but he is not affected by those means. So he is having the samskaras. So you have to write in front of this. So he has samskaras of a previous whatever, that means so enjoyment or whatever, but still he is not affected by those. He is not bewildered by those because of the remembrance of Hari. So he has samskaras of previous karmas. Okay, so that's why, so he is sat. This is the murchita kashaya. We have 3 types of sadhus. So murchita kashaya, nirdhuta kashaya, prapta bhagavat pashadeha. So this is the murchita kashaya. Okay, this is murchita kashaya. Next, so jata navina, that means he is the jata navina premankuruha. That means so premankuram he is having. Who is example? Narada Muni. Premankuraha. Jata navina prema. Just now it's sprouted prema in his heart. Okay. Navina prema. So tatha na karma. Who is it? अच्छा, डरा रहे क्यों यार? ना काम कर्म बीजानाम इत्यस्यैव विवरणम. So tribhuvana vibhava hetave. So you see, na kama karma bijanam. What this sloka is telling? This sloka is telling that the sadhus who are not having the kama, that means lust, they are not having the so previous karma, that means karma is finished, and also bija means material desires. So they are not having all this in their heart. So this is explained more elaborately. That means maturity of this state is explained in Tribhuvana Vibhava Hetave. Yes, in Tribhuvana Vibhava Hetave, what we are seeing in the Tribhuvana, so even one is offered, so of the wealth of three planets, that means he, for a fraction of second, he is not at all ready to so leave his attention towards the, or his absorption toward the lotus feet of the Lord. So that means here it is said, simply it is said, na kama karma means he doesn't have any desires, but it is explained 53. So that's why tatha na kama karma bijanam vivaranam Tribhuvana Vibhava Hetave. Iyameva Naishtiki Bhakti Dhyanakyam Dhruvanusmriti Richite. So that means you have to see Nakama Karma's explanation is Tribhuvana Yoga, and this is the 6. Okay. So this is the stage of, that means he is fully fixed in the absorption of the lotus feet of the Lord. This is the Nishta. This is the Naishtiki. That means steady. He is steady. Is also, that means in this, all these remembrance of Krishna is there in everyone. So that's why it is Dhruvanusmriti. So Smaranam is also having the 5 types. That means Smaranam, Sadharana, Dhyana, Dhruvanusmriti, Samadhi. Okay. This is Dhruvanusmriti. After Dharana, so first Smaranam, so next Dharana, Dhruvanusmriti, Dhyan, Dhruvanusmriti, Samadhi. Okay. Dhruvanusmriti. This is Dhruvanusmriti, steady. Asya premankuropi anachyadyataiva jato asti. That means his premankuru is completely uncovered premankuru. It just took birth. That means then it is not fully uncovered, but this is uncovered premankuram. That means ankuram is clearly visible. Then, but it is just a jata, navina jata, just it took birth. Uncovered premankuram. Yes. So Anyatha, if it is not uncovered, he cannot have the, how can you say it is uncovered? Because he cannot have the continuous. You see in this what? He is not at all leave for a moment, na? Lotus feet of the Lord. That means continuous remembrance is there. Means what? Premankuram is opened actually. Premankuram is opened. This is uncovered premankuram. It's not in the hidden form. That's what I am he Nirdhuta Kashaya. This is the Nirdhuta Kashaya. This person only is Nirdhuta Kashaya. He is the Nirdhuta Kashaya. Nirdhuta, sorry. क्या जरूरत है प्रभु, ये सब क्या बोल रहे हैं, दिमाग खराब. What is this? क्या है? We should know how our devotion develops. Like in the Madhuri Kadambini, you will be seeing how Anardhani Vritti, Nishta, like that. You may not compare exactly, but that's such a style. Ayam hi nirdhuta kashayo nirhuda premankurahiti labhyati. Tataha urdhvam sakshat. Anyway, this sloka is Bhagavata Uru Vikrama. So this sloka is what? This sloka is not telling about any Bhagavata Uru Vikrama Padhangrina. So this is just explanation. This is explanation. That means he is not completely tortured by any material desires. How it is possible is explained here. Because in his heart, the Lord's lotus feet, in that toes, that fingers actually, that fingers, the nails, they are spreading the brilliant rays, which are like the moon rays, that is soothing the heart. So that's why he doesn't This heart is not tortured by the material desires. This heart is not tortured by material desires because that is soothed. So that is just, it's not any this sloka is not directly related to any Bhagavatottama. It is just explanation of this. So that's why we covered everything. This Kanishta, beginning of the Uttama Bhakti, second, third, fourth, fifth. This explanation is given here. So that's why it is sixth. And this is final. We'll be seeing anyway. Just how the heart is not tortured by the material desires is explained. 54, that's all. So next, tatah urdvam sakshat prema janmatah ishware tadadhineshu. So next, seventh one is this. Okay. Asya maitriadikam trayam. That means he is having the friendship with the devotees, and he is having the krupa for the non-devotees, and he is having the what? He is having the negligence. That means he is neglecting the dishes. They are not out of material consciousness, but those are all because of the devotional consciousness. So okay, so that's why this is the seventh one, because we started from here na Kanishta 1 2 3 4, then it should come na, this is Madhyama. Ishwara Tadadineshu. So that means before he got the prema, because this is a just he has the attachment and prema ankuram is there, and now here Ishwara prema is clearly said. Ishwara prema is there. So that's why it is 7. Next. Asya maitriadikam trayamapi bhakti hetukum eva. That means whatever his friendship or his mercy or otherwise his that means upeksha, neglecting, all these out of the bhakti only, not out of the any material. Ye mera friend hai, ye mera mitra hai, aisa nahi. So it's not out of the material consciousness. Okay. Next. That's why na kashaya stitir avagantavya. So that's why you can say in this there are no kashaya. No kashaya. Okay. Next. Yes. Nirduta kashaya mahaprema suchakasa sarvabhuteshu. This final one is, this is final one, and its explanation is this one. This is the explanation of that sarvabhuteshu. That's Mahabhagavat. And this is essence I said already. Very 8. These are the 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 levels of the devotion. That means Urta means total. That means from the beginning, these many levels till the Mahabhagavat means Uttama. They are also considered. That means so Kanishta is nothing but the less Uttama, ekdam less Uttama, thoda sa Uttama, or thoda sa Uttama, or thoda sa Uttama, like that. Maha Uttama. Last one is. No mic. I will tell. Asya maitrādikam trayamapi bhakti hetugamevaiti na kashaya sthitir avagantavya. Nirdhuta kashaya maha prema suchikasya sarva bhuteshu ityasya tu vivaranam visrujati iti. This is the final explanation. Okay, now give the mic. Let them ask the questions on this.
Correct. Yeah, I'll repeat the question, Prabhuji. 45 is Uttamadhikari.
45 is Uttama, yes.
46 is Madhyama. 47 is Kanishta.
Yes. So this is a broader classification.
Broader classification.
Yes.
In that,
in between what is there, you have to find.
Yeah. Now 48 to 55 are explaining the Bhagavad Uttama only.
No. In between whatever are there.
Yeah.
That means between this Kanishta and this also something will be there.
Yes.
And this and this also something will be there. That we want to find.
Oh, all come under Bhagavata.
Yes.
Uttama. All come under Uttama.
So that's why I said first class LKG also beginning of 10th class you can say.
Okay. So this Madhyamadhikari then is very exalted compared to the, what is explained in the other verses like 51, 52, 53, 54. How is it?
Yes. Because you have prema. Ishware prema. That is the prema. It's a clear prema. It's not a joke actually. Madhyama means.
That Mahabhagavat comes down to the Madhyama level to preach. So it is not speaking of somebody who is in the crossed anarth nivritti and is at the stage of Nishta, because many times, Nishta is mentioned to be a Madhyamadhikari. Uttamadhikari is Bhava and Prema. So it is not referring to that Madhyama who is at the stage of Nishta, but a Mahabhagavat who comes down to the Madhyama and for preaching because he has Prem.
Yes.
It is referring to that?
Yeah. Because you are seeing these Murchita Kashaya, Premankuram, they are very basic actually. The Hendriya Pranamano, that means whatever the different kinds of the that means adjust whatever he is getting out of body, so life, air, mind, so those he is controlling by the remembrance of the Lord. It's a very funda of a devotee. He is very basic devotee. He is.
So here, Madhyamadhikari is given. Here appears to be very just what we till now know. Madhyamadhikari means not pure devotee, not Uttama. But Madhyamadhikari is Uttama also. And what is the definition of Uttama? Kalivera is given here 6. There is he cannot for a moment Tribhuvan Hetu is for a second he cannot give up remembrance of Krishna if it's offered to him. So
about to him, yes.
Then he become qualified to become Iswari Madhyama stage. That Iswari Tadadhina that is means so very high is given. That is
what you should do then.
So generally understood Madhyama means
so easily they take. You are also Madhyama. We are all Madhyama.
So but some places
I know in our society
some places are also mentioned Madhyama means like that that much is Madhyama as it is. So how to reconcile two things?
No reconcile. We have to change our idea and accept this. That's all.
I just wanted to clarify. When we had our presentations, Kanai Krishna Prabhu, he was giving feedback to someone. And he said, it was discussion about Uttama going to the level of Madhyama. And he said that basically there are 3 considerations that we need to differentiate. When he said that, I didn't have a chance to clarify, but maybe you can clarify. So he said there is, okay, so the way you explained, there are 2 ways to Paratattvam, the Jnana and the Bhakti. Bhakti starts, so first is Adho and then Purna Shraddha. And so is it correct to understand that when we say Uttama, Kanishta, and Madhyam Adhikari, means they have the Adhikar or kind of the qualification? Does it mean that's below Purna Shraddha?
Who? Kanishta.
Kanishta, Uttama, and Madhyama Adhikari for Purna Shraddha.
Kanishta, Uttam, all three.
Yeah, all three. They have the Adhikar for pure devotional service. And then after they start practicing, then that's what Kanai Krishna Prabhu was saying, that there are Uttama Bhakta in Raga Marg and Uttama Bhakta in Vaidya Marg also. So there is difference between them. So that's also described somewhere. So can you?
No, that means all Kanishta, Madhyama, and Uttama.
If we use the term Adhikari,
Acha, acha.
that basically means they have the qualification to practice devotional service, and that means
According to, yes.
that means before Purna Shraddha.
So yeah, we are classifying the devotees already, I said, in many ways. So devotees can be classified based upon Shraddha. Devotees can be classified based upon the Manasalinga. So devotees can be classified in the next section we are going to see based upon the sadhana. That means what kind of sadhana they do based upon that. Now, so Uttama, that means Uttama Adhikari means in the Bhakti Rasam Sindhu who has the Drudha Shraddha. Along with the Shastra, that means under Yukti and also Shastra and Yukti. Both kind of support he can quote. With that support, he is having the Drudha Shraddha. He is a Uttama Adhikari. And Madhyama, he is also having the Drudha Shraddha, but he is not support his faith based upon the Shastra and the logic. So these both are qualified. And Kanishta means who has the Komala Shraddha. So there it is given, Komala Shraddha. So Komala Shraddha, whoever is having, then the Bhakti, they cannot practice. So that means you cannot say it's a Purna Shraddha. Then he cannot qualify to do the Purna, that means enter into the Ananya Bhakti. So he has to do the karma actually. Who doesn't have Purna Shraddha has to do the other limbs of the devotion, that is already explained in another places also. So that's why you can see Madhyama, who is Madhyama and Uttama, they are qualified to do the Ananya Bhakti. This is a different category. This is based upon the Manasalingas. Clearly is explaining, na? So I am classifying here devotees, sadhus based upon the Manasalinga. Linga means the mental, that means consciousness. Based upon the consciousness, that is based upon Shraddha. Yeah.
So many layers.
So many different classifications we do, na?
Prabhuji, I had read one article by Satyaraj Das Adhikari where he mentions that within Uttam, there is Uttam Kanisht, Uttam Madhyan, Uttam Uttam. So that's what we are been discussing now, right? The Uttam,
it is from, we are going from the Kanishta, that means Achayam. From there to consciousness evolves how? So then we are seeing these layers.
That is a different classification then?
That is different maybe. But this is what we are going from the Archayam to Sarvabhuteshu. So from Archayam to Ishvare, this many are there. Then after that, next is Uttama.
So here he's writing that basically upon this series of verses, we can see them in two layers. So he says that first, so this from 45 to 47, the definitions of Uttama, Madhyama, and Kanishta given, respectively. And then the further 8 verses, they understood as elaborations on Uttama Bhagavat. And then he says, and now all 11 verses, again, reconsidered. So this is one classification. Now we take again these 11 verses and reconsider them as constituting distinct definitions of various grades of Uttama Bhakta. So it seems like there is There are 2 layers of considerations on the same 11 verses.
So actually, if you take all 11, how to? This is the, I mean, in general, you say 3, but what are there inside, in between? You have to know, na? So that's why these are. That means total now, if you take all the slokas together, so first is Kanishta, that means Archayam, second is this Nayasya Janma Karma, so the third one is, so Nayasya Swaparaha, so fourth one is Gruhitva, that means consciousness changes like that. Gradation of the, based upon the consciousness, Manasalingas. So because you see, Bhakti, Rupa Goswami wrote the Ado Shraddha Sadhu Sangha Bhajana Kriya. So there, so this is the one structure actually. This is the one, so different, that means classifications, classes, that means different. So stages are discussed, but that is, it is not one stage you have to consider. This is also one stage. This is also one kind of stage you have to consider. Like this, many are there in the books. In Archana Paddhati also there are many.
You cannot juxtapose one into another.
Don't सबका मिला के खिचड़ी बना के एकदम confuse होके सब छोड़ दो. There are many ways to describe the stages or the evolvement of the evolving of consciousness. मैं उससे वो एक ही पढ़ा प्रभु वही बोलना है, ऐसा नहीं, नया भी है. समझ में आया? अच्छा, अभी चलो अब असली it's very interesting. Meditate on this. See those, how the consciousness is evolving. Firstly, he is seeing only so Ishvara in the Archa Vigraha. Second, what he is becoming? Second one is Nayasya Janma Karma. That means, so Nayasya Janma Karma na Varnashrama Jati Bhi Sajjate. That means next. That means he is seeing the Krishna only in Archa Vigraha. He is a Kanishta Bhakta. That means he is doing the Varnashrama. He has to do Varna and Ashrama. Then after doing, in the next stage, what? He should not identify himself as, so that Varnashrama. So that is second, that's why. So, Nayasya Janma Karma. I am Kshatriya, I am Vaishya, like that. You should not so attach for that. That is second, obvious. Yes. Next, third one is what? Third one is Nayasya Swaparaha. So that means Swaparaha iti, it's a Vitteshu. That means it's my property, it's his property. So such a, so discrimination should not have. He is still, that means he is in the Karma Mishra Bhakti only you can consider one way it is. That means he is not considering anything as mine and his. This is my money, his money, and this is mine, and this is my body, this is his body. So like that discrimination is not there. Okay. Next, that is the next stage. So next level of the consciousness. Next, fourth one is what? Gruhitva. So Gruhitva Indriyardhain na dveshti na hrushyati Vishnor mayam idam fashion. That means he is seeing everything is, that means whatever is eating, drinking, everything he is not at all having attaching for that. He is seeing that it is everything is, so it's the Lord's energy only. So Gruhitva api Indriyardhan, even he is accepting sense objects, that means eating, sleeping, and also drinking, but he is not at all having any kind of effect because of that. I like this, I don't like this, such a, you see these are all looking like what? In the stage of karma arpanam, so one like Nishkama karma yoga, how he is getting. So such a qualities only these are all. Yeah, yes or no? Then fourth one is what? Fifth one is Dehendriya Prana Manodhi. So now with the Harismriti, with the remembrance of the Krishna, he is now come to the above stage. That means, so not affected by the thirst, anger, and so on. So this is the next level actually, next highest level. So then after that, then he is reaching to the Tribhuvana Vibhava. So he is, because Tribhuvana Tribhuvana Vibhova is just what? It's a Dehendri is just Ankuram. That means some love he started, and Tribhuvana Vibhova is that love is open because he's constantly meditating. And seventh one is Prema. That means Madhyamadikari means he's having the Prema, clearly Prema in the Ishvara. That's why it is seventh. And finally is Sarvabhuteshu, which is said in this Visrujati Hridayamna. Yeah. Yeah. So this is these are all Uttama, and those two are different, and like that. All are Uttama. This is not all are Uttama. So Srila Jiva Goswami की जय. उनको नाइस बोल रहे हैं ना. मुझे क्यों? So next, now we will go based upon that means Uttama Madhyama, this based upon Archana Marga. See, this Uttama Madhyama, these kind of classifications are there even in the Archana Marga also. Based upon this is based upon the purifying the consciousness. So, like you see, iti padmottara kandokta mahatvam tu. That means we are trying to understand the different categories of the sadhus. We understood Ananya Bhakti is, what is the hetu for the Ananya Bhakti? Sadhu Sangha. Yes, Sadhu Sangha is only the cause. Then how many types of sadhus are there? So Murchita Kashaya, Nirduta Kashaya, Prapta Bhagavad Deha. So then how to see those symptoms all? That's Uttama, Madhyama and Kanishta. Then what are the in-between levels of the Kanishta and Madhyama and Uttama? So these are the levels. You have to know clearly. So then you can easily associate. So whom to whom. Okay. Swarnakanti.
Just discussing this point is that in the same chronological order this prakarana is developing, is that the source of Ananya Bhakti is Sadhu Sangha, and these are the different categories of different sadhus. When I was looking, I couldn't really find exactly Jiva Goswami saying that it is us who need to use all these principles to see the sadhu. He doesn't say that we must use these lakshanas.
So he said already this.
Because
you are not there. So in that class, he said that Manasalingas you cannot see, but you can experience. It's done already.
Yeah,
and some you can see, some you can experience only.
Because I was discussing this point with someone, and they said that generally this is a recipe for aparat. You know, if we start trying to judge
this already he said, like based upon the consciousness, whatever the classification is done, that cannot be seen, that can be experienced, anubhava. That there is already over. So next, tapadi pancha samskari naivedya karma karakaha ardha panchaka vidvipro mahabhagavata smritaha. Based upon the Archana Marga, so who is Mahabhagavat is explained here. Tapadi pancha samskari. So who is getting the five samskaras? Tapa, that means getting the Shankha Chakra Gada Padma and Poundram, Urdhva Poundram, and so and so remaining. Like this 5 samskaras who got, and also Naivedya Karma Karakaha. Naivedya Karma Karakaha means what? Translation, can anyone read?
In the Padma Puran, Uttarakhand, the greatness of a person who follows the path of worshipping the Lord is described in the following words. A Brahmana who follows the 5 samskars, beginning with performing austerities, who actively worships the Lord, and who is learned in the 5 branches of knowledge is known as a great devotee.
Yeah. So who followed that means austerity? No, not austerity. Tapa means not penance. Samskaras, this symbols. Yeah. Sri Sampradaya. We can understand? No. No. We don't have? We have, no? What is that, our 5? Diksha time you will be having. Yeah.
The first and second initiation together,
Uh.
the 5 samskars are included. And then he says tap as not austerities,
Yeah.
but tap as sincere repentance of the heart.
Acha, acha. In our case.
He's very clear about it.
In their case, tapa means
They
symbols.
actually put the impressions.
Direct symbols they put.
Red hot iron,
Yeah, red hot iron. They will take and put. Wow, initiation. Wow. Tattoo. Acha, ye dekhiye tattoo. But in the Vedic system, tattoos are recommended actually. Whatever ishta, you have to decorate right on your body. Really, it's a Vedic system. Tattoos. Huh? You can have permanent tilak. All. Permanent tilak. Yes, yes, here also permanent tilak. Wow. This Vedic system, it's not a modern system. Tattoos. Huh? Yes. अच्छा लेकिन टैटू दिखता नहीं है ना उनके लिए तो इति पादमोत्तर खंडोक्तम महत्वम तो अच्छा मार्ग प्राणम madhya eva gnana. So whatever this, whoever undergone the 5 samskaras, whoever is doing this worshipping naivedya karma karakaha, I mean whoever is doing this worshipping, various activities of worshipping, doing various activities of worshipping. Next, artha panchaka, with who knows the artha panchaka, 5 things. Artha panchaka means 5 things to know. So if whoever is knowing these 5 things are Mahabhagavatas. This is based upon, so what, Archana Marga, not based upon this is Shravana Marga. Okay, we'll see remaining thing in tomorrow. We didn't finish. So big Anucheda. Wow, 200 we are reaching. Huh? You are getting hope, na? Yeah, by April ending, at least we reach to 270 like that, 280. So remaining last is Araganuga Bhakti, that can be done self-study, because any book means you should leave something. Okay, any questions or anything from the online? Okay, Mataji.
Prabhuji, if you're going to leave something for self-study, can you please provide the English translation?
Okay, Mataji. Sure.
Thank you.
Mataji is very intelligent. Gopi Jana Prabhu.
Please accept my humble obeisances. Prabhuji, on the site devotees, because Vrindavan is heat, you can give them some break. But for us, maybe you can start some other, like
Module.
what we have discussed, module.
Yes, Prabhu, we'll do that.
So while giving it to Mataji, the English translation, maybe you can take the module 5, module 4, 3 also.
Yeah. Okay, Prabhu. Okay, thank you, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Yeah.